Okay, next thing, I'll get my wafer, make curve cuts on the inside, just a little bit, just to kind of remind it where to bend, and then I'll put it in my little bender. Just little cuts, and I cross them. It makes it easier to bend, especially these smaller ones here. You want a nice crisp bend. The second ring is going to go on my cover. I've got to get this doubler plate welded onto the repair plate, and then I will put these on the bender and we'll get these bent. I've got the cover on with the spacers. So I've got the lid and then one washer, and then I've got the other washer on this side. Preparing to weld the stainless steel bolts to the back of the repair plate. I'm using Inconel stick rod to weld the stainless steel to the carbon plate. Here we go. Okay, I've got a piece of 1/8 inch angle that I'm putting on the bottom of this because I was getting a little sag on the bottom, and this will be a strong back for this for the bottom, and this bend up here will be a strong back for the top. So that'll make that a lot stronger. So now it's going to be the door. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I'm engraving the word up with an arrow on the flange plate so that I can weld that in silicon bronze. The flange is directional, meaning that it can only go on one way. Silicon bronze is a great rod for welding letters onto stuff. It flows real nice, and you can make it look really good. Okay, I've got my parts made for the new door. So this is going to be the same size as this, and I've got a couple of 3/8 blocks. They're 5 inches, just like that. I'm gonna go something like that, and I'm gonna put another 3/8 filler right here for the rod. The rod's going to go right on top. A couple of hinges that I cut in half. Well, a little bit more than half. And that'll mount like that. I've got just a little bit of play on the top. I spread them out a little bit with a wedge. Turn this one around. I've got all this laid out. In the center, this was warping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this stiffener in here. And everything will be tacked really good. That'll be that side. I think that'll help with the warping, so that's why I want to do that. So the door, that's where it binds right there. It won't even close. I'm going to take this leg off, and then I'll tack it. It's going to be tacked lower. It has to be offset because something's got to give here. I'll get the door built, and I'll move this. So that way, when this thing turns to seal, it will seal. Okay, gonna take the clamps off and see if we have any deformation here. I did pull this lip up here and this lip up here because they kind of curled down. They're tight, but they're real close, so I feel good about that. So now I'm going to put I'll put this armature in, the chain links for the hinges, and I have to bend my round stock. So that's next. I used a piece of 1/4-inch plate to index that ear to the lower position. Bending the hinge pin to match the profile of the old part. I made a 2-inch overhang with my rod. Okay. Tad bit high, just a little bit. About an eighth. Eighth is good. Now we're gonna get the chain links on there. I am held up right here. I'm gonna have to cut this off so that can pivot down. You can see the gasket in there. Overview of this. You pull your chain, door opens. I've got the other chain here. I've got a great lock here because of that offset. I'm gonna open this up. Right here, it's gonna be 2 inches, and then I'll grind into that 3/8 plate a little bit just to give me some access to attach this to the other piece. And then I'll have to weld this back up.